It's November 19th, and we're going to slip in here to a little piece of property we got that we don't hunt very often, and it ain't pressured much, but the DLC coverts have been getting some real good deer on camera. I didn't want to do no intro in the tree. I'm going to be right next to the bedding area, so I want to do it here before I leave the truck and go down here and be quiet as possible, get in the tree, and hopefully something will show up this evening and we can put it on the ground. Y'all stick with us. Well, I've had a very eventful evening. I went from the lowest of lows to pretty much highest of highs this evening. I came into this piece of property this evening, and when I stepped up coming through the cut through over here, I looked up and all I saw was horns. And I mean a giant. I'm talking, for Eastern North Carolina, he was 130 plus. He was a giant deer. And you can't shoot in our county. You have to be 6 foot off the ground to shoot a high power rifle. Plus my camera was in my backpack, so no film, no shoot. Which I don't know, if you could have shot from the ground, I might would have changed that rule this evening. But so I get up in the tree stand and I text my wife and I text my buddies and I'm telling them about this giant. Well, I decided to hit the Jimmy D's grunt call, and Lo and behold, about 3 minutes later, I look, and here comes a buck. And I look, and this is a buck we call Screwball. He's a young 6-pointer. And he comes up and walks around and starts feeding. And he starts acting funny. Evidently, he wasn't the only one that heard that grunt call, because I looked up and I see a tall set of horns coming. First thing I think is, oh God, it's the giant. He's back. And I saw long tines, long G2s, nice G3s. So I just said, no more looking at the rack. Picked my 300 up, made sure he was in the frame, squeezed the trigger, dropped him. Went back and looked at the footage, and I'm pretty sure it's not the big deer, but it's a nice deer. My camera actually ran out of the SD card ran out of memory as I was turning the camera around, but I can tell you I was very excited. So we're going to walk over here and we're going to check this deer out, and hopefully he's going to be at least as nice as I think he's going to be. Well, I left my flashlight in the truck, but Julie's got the recovery light. Standing here at my DLC covert, which has been getting a lot of good pictures back here. One of them in particular, that giant I was talking about. But I know he's not the giant, but he's laying right over here. So he didn't go nowhere. He's still kind of mad on playing no games. Good, tall, heavy horn, joker there. I tell you. Wow, pretty dead. Look at the mass on this thing. That right there is showing you why you need to get you some bioplots, because he has got some good mass. I'm telling you. He ain't the widest deer in the world, but he's got a lot of character, got a little kicker point, got a little hole. Pretty deer. I'm absolutely positive this evening, if I hadn't been using that Jimmy D's grunt call, that this deer would have never came and investigated. But he came right in, wanted to know who was in his neighborhood, and it was his last mistake. And the Kishels kept us covered up too. The other buck, he was trying to win, but he had no clue I was here. But we're going to get this deer to the house, and I'm going to cape him out, and he's definitely going to be on our wall. But y'all stay tuned.